Hello, welcome to One Africa Mission with your brother Dobia Anzansi. Please, if you are new here, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, One Africa Mission, and also follow us on Facebook, One Africa Mission. We are missionaries, and then our mission is solely for the unification of Africa. That is what our mission is all about, because all over the continent of Africa and even outside of Africa, the citizens of Africa are crying and for the unification of Africa, because we all believe and know that we don't believe, but we know that as Africans we deserve better, and as Africans, and the only way we can get to this better Africa is the unification of Africa, from the north to south, east, central, west Africa. Everybody, the youth of Africa, are all calling for the unification of all of Africa. The youth are all calling for a better Africa, and then we believe that the only way we can achieve this better Africa is for us to be united. And the only way we can be united is for us to organize ourselves and then push for this unification of Africa. So we are missionaries, One Africa Mission. We are missionaries. And then we need you to join this mission so that together we all can push for this unification of Africa. Because this generation of Africans, we have the chance never before afforded to any generation of Africans to see this unification of Africa become a reality. We have the chance never before afforded to any generation of Africans to see a better Africa. And then we must push for this better Africa, so that Africa will not be pushed around as it has been pushed around by the Chinese, the Americans, the Europeans, and everybody. Everybody think Africa is weak, but this generation of Africans must prove to the rest of the world that without Africa, the world will not be a better place. Yes, so it is our duty to do that. So today, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, share our message, and also like, and then pass your comments. Your comments are really important to us. Your comments, what you said, help us to build on what we are doing here. We thank you very much. So today we're going to Nigeria, and then as we are saying, what are we hearing from Nigeria? The EU is warning Nigeria is having elections next month, and the EU is warning the elections may delay due to insecurity. And who are the cause of this insecurity? They are the same people. And anytime at all they are warning us like this, we must take it serious, because they already plan everything down. You see, if this happen like this is gonna happen, and this one, if this happen like that, this is gonna happen, because they have to choose who should lead us. And as long as we decide no, we're not gonna allow you to choose who is gonna lead us, they already prepare the people who is gonna destabilize the country. They already know. And the level of arrogance by these people, sometimes is, you wonder, why are they like, who are they to be telling us or to be warning us as to what is gonna happen in our elections? Just come to think of it, when will an African nation or the African Union in general will send observers to elections in a European country, or will even tell them what is going to happen in their elections? And for that matter, the likelihood of the election being delayed, the possibility is high. We don't. Nobody mingle in their internal affairs. But for them, they have this kind of mindset. The Europeans have this kind of mindset over the African, or about the African, that Africa is still under their control. And we, the citizens of Africa, cannot decide what is right for us unless they tell us. So we cannot come out with a peaceful elections. The European Union will not say the same thing to America, even though America, the last time the Americans have elections, it was full of violence. The last time the Americans had elections, it was full of violence, to the extent that they nearly overthrew the government. We all saw it when they went to the Capitol Hill, what they did. We all saw it. The European Union never say anything, because the European Union doesn't have power over the Americans. Same thing when something is happening in Britain or in France. The European Union wouldn't say anything, because they don't have, these are sovereign nations. But anytime an African country is having elections, the other day it was Kenya. It's all about doom prophecy, warmongering. This is going to happen. European citizens should leave. European citizens should report to their embassies. Anytime Africa is having elections, this is the kind of doom prophecies they are coming out with. Subconsciously preparing our minds for troubles. Because they think that we are their children. It is about time we, the children of Africa, stand up against this. And that is the reason why we can't stop talking about the unification of Africa. Please share our videos. Let our message, the message of a united Africa, go to every ordinary citizen of Africa. Because today we are all crying for the unification of Africa. Because today we all know that our lack of unity is the reason why all these people are saying everything or anything they want to us. We all know that. The other day in Kenya, when Kenya was having elections, they came out with a lot of doom, warmongering as to what is going to happen. And yet we surprised them. We, the citizens of Kenya, came out, we voted, we elected our leader, and our leader started his job. Nobody didn't like take cutlasses or guns we are wising up, or we have wised up. Because normally we know you are the reasons behind all this. So what are they saying about Nigeria? We're getting this from My Joy Online. And then it said the European Union has warned that next month general elections might not be held in some part of, maybe that's what they wanted to say, held in some part of Nigeria due to a hostile security climate. Rudolph, I think he's the European Union representative. Rudolph something. It's a white name. I'm not good at their names. The team leader of the EU support to democratic governance in Nigeria said the situation could create a lot of legal implications for the entire process. The same concerns were expressed by the Independent National Electoral Commission, ENAC, but the body later backtracked, saying it does not plan to postpone the elections. So, what has our elections got to do with Europe? Because when they are having their elections, we don't send observers to go and be checking and then telling them what to do and what not to do. But anytime at all an African country we are having elections, you will always see them coming out telling us what to do, and what not to do, because they still think that Africans are their children. They are playing this fatherly or parental role subconsciously on Africans anytime African come. And then we need to stop this. I wish when they came out with this bogus statement, the Nigerian authorities will not give them accreditation to come to Nigeria to come and observe the elections. It's about time we start doing that to them. Because Russia is also a superpower country, nation. Indians are there. Chinese are there. Nobody is mingling or interfering when it comes to our elections. But these people, because they have colonized Africa before, anytime at all we are having elections, and then this so-called they will come out with this so-called democratic something in the name of democracy to tell us what to do and what not to do in the name of democracy. That's what we're saying. These things must be stopped. And the only way we can stop these things is for us to have the power. Where do we get the power from? A united Africa. Because all these, they are NGOs who are in Africa pretending to be Christian or religious organizations. They pretending to be giving aid to people, and they are all spies. They are the cause of most of our problems, because they will come, spy, report back to their masters, tell them this here there is no problem, so we must create problem there in order to continue to create insecurity in that part of Nigeria or in that part of Africa. So they will be there creating those problems, and then when we are coming to vote or elect our leaders, We are just coming to elect leaders. What does that got to do with EU warning us? And this is to we the Nigerians. We must let them know that times has changed. And we wouldn't shed blood to elect our leaders. At the end of the day, all the leaders, all the major parties in Nigeria, all the leaders, they all have investment in Nigeria. And if Nigeria turned into chaos in the name of elections, they will be the first losers. Atiku, Peter Obi, and then what's his name? The other candidate. They all are citizens of Nigeria, and they have all served Nigeria to the best of their ability. Tinubu, they all serve Nigeria to the best of their ability, and a destabilized Nigeria, they will be the first to lose. So why would they want to create confusion? But no, the European Union will do that because that is what they always want. Negative report, negative, bombarding us with negative. Nothing positive you will ever see coming out of Europe when it comes to Africa. You can never see anything positive coming from Europe when it comes to Africa. Everything is about negative. And it is about time we start to prove them wrong, just like our people in Kenya did. Just like our people in Kenya did. They were coming out with all manner of doom prophecies, prophesizing about doom. This is going to happen. That is going to happen. But our people surprised them in Kenya. Our people came out, vote, and went back home and continue with their day-to-day life. This is what they don't want. They always want to see chaos in any part of Africa, so that they will use that as a reason to be looting us, to be looting our resources. But it's about time we, this generation of Africans, start to prove them wrong. It is a new dawn. And Africa is rising. And remember, they will never want to see Africa move forward. They will never want that. Because in their minds, greedy minds, they think that a prosperous Africa will bring Europe down. But that is not the case. That is not true. Africa has what it takes to look after everybody. But these people doesn't know that. That is what they will do. Always want to do everything to make sure that there is chaos in every part of Africa. Why all these doom prophecies or doom predictions? Why? Are we that animalistic that we cannot just go and pick our leaders and then go back to our normal duties? No. But when they are saying that, as I said, they know why they are saying that, because they have already put in place underground systems that will destabilize or that will bring insecurity, maybe during or after the elections. They already put it up. So it's subconsciously they are preparing our minds as citizens of Nigeria, so that when something's like when they activate those insecurity, or when they activate those violence, then we will say, oh, the European Union has won us before, so that they will continue to act as if that they are our parents. It's about time we stop them. It's about time we let them know that we are wiser than they could ever imagine. And as I said, we have the chance, we, this generation of Africans, to really prove them wrong. And then we must do it. We must bring our energies together and then prove these people wrong. Thank you very much for coming around. Until we see next time, please like, subscribe, and then share our videos. Let us all together, as I keep saying, continue to talk about this. Continue to beat the drums of the unification of Africa until every single African citizen get to this, get this our message, so that together we can all build a better future or a better Africa for the next generation. Thank you very much for coming around.